Did you ever wonder why the legendary Kobe Bryant wore number 10 in the Olympics instead of his iconic 24 or 8? Get ready to dive into the fascinating story behind Kobe's Olympic jersey. It's more than just a number. It's a tale of respect, legacy, and global basketball impact that changed the game forever. What's up, basketball fans? Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the most intriguing stories from the world of basketball. Today, we're lacing up our sneakers and jumping into the incredible tale of Kobe Bryant's Olympic jersey number 10. Now, when you think of Kobe Bryant, what numbers come to mind? 24 and 8. Right? These were the numbers that struck fear into opponents' hearts during his legendary NBA career. But in the Olympics, Kobe rocked a different digit altogether, number 10. But why? Well, that's what we're here to unpack today. And trust me, it's a story that'll make you appreciate the Black Mamba even more. Let's start with a quick trip down memory lane. Kobe Bryant represented Team USA in 2 Olympic Games, 2008 in Beijing and 2012 in London. Both times he wore the number 10 jersey. Now, for a player who was so closely associated with 24 and 8, this change might seem odd. But in the world of international basketball, it makes perfect sense. You see, in FIBA, that's the International Basketball Federation competitions, players are only allowed to wear numbers 4 through 15. This rule exists to make it easier for referees to signal fouls using hand gestures. Imagine trying to show the number 24 with just your fingers. Not so easy, right? But here's a fun fact. This rule wasn't always in place. Back in the day, players could wear any number they wanted. It wasn't until the 1970s that FIBA implemented this restriction. So in a way, Kobe's switch to number 10 is part of a larger story about the evolution of international basketball rules. Now let's dive deeper into why Kobe chose 10 specifically. This number has a special significance in basketball, especially in international play. It's often associated with the playmaker, the floor general, the team's leader. Think of players like Steve Nash or Walt Frazier who wore 10 in the NBA. In soccer, the number 10 is even more revered, usually worn by the team's star player or best attacker. But for Kobe, the choice of number 10 went beyond just picking an available digit or following basketball traditions. It was a nod to his global influence and a sign of respect for international basketball. Okay, if you search the internet about why Kobe wore number 10, the first thing you will see is that Kobe Bryant wore the number 10 jersey for the US national team in honor of the greatest athlete he has ever seen, Messi. And we could not agree more. However, we think there's more to that. You see, Kobe spent a significant part of his childhood in Italy, where his father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played professional basketball. From 1984 to 1991, young Kobe lived in Italy, soaking up the culture and falling in love with sports. During this time, he became particularly enamored with soccer, especially the Brazilian style of play. And who was the icon of Brazilian soccer at that time? None other than Pelé, who famously wore, you guessed it, number 10. Pelé's influence on Kobe wasn't just about the number, though. The Brazilian star's creativity, flair, and ability to dominate the game resonated with young Kobe and influenced his approach to basketball. But there's more to this story. The number 10 also held significance in terms of Kobe's place in USA basketball history. When Kobe joined the national team for the 2008 Olympics, he was part of the Redeem Team, a squad assembled to bring Olympic gold back to the USA after a disappointing bronze medal finish in 2004. Let's take a moment to appreciate the gravity of this situation. The 2004 Olympics in Athens had been a wake-up call for USA basketball. For the first time since professional players were allowed to compete in 1992, the USA men's team failed to win gold. This bronze medal finish was considered a national embarrassment and sparked a complete overhaul of the USA basketball program. Enter the Redeem Team. This squad was stacked with talent. We're talking LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, and more. But Kobe, wearing number 10, emerged as the leader and closer for this star-studded group. His work ethic and competitive drive set the tone for the entire team. In fact, there's a famous story from the 2008 Olympics that perfectly illustrates Kobe's impact. On the first day of practice, while other players were still shaking off jet lag, Kobe had already completed an intense workout before dawn. When his teammates arrived, they found him drenched in sweat, still working on his game. This dedication inspired the entire team and set the standard for their Olympic journey. LeBron James later recalled, Kobe was already there. He had ice packs on his knees, and he was drenched in sweat. This was our first day of practice. Mind you, our first practice, and Kobe was already in full grind mode. This moment became legendary, embodying the Mamba mentality that Kobe was famous for. Wearing number 10, Kobe led the Redeem team to gold in 2008, scoring 20 points in a closely contested final against Spain. This game was a classic, with Team USA winning 118-107. Kobe's performance in the fourth quarter, where he scored 13 points, including a crucial 4-point play, was particularly memorable. It solidified his status as the team's closer and leader. 4 years later in London, he donned the number 10 again, helping secure another gold medal for Team USA. The 2012 Olympics was special for Kobe as they marked his final appearance on the international stage. In the gold medal game against Spain, yes, another USA-Spain final, Kobe contributed 17 points to help secure a 107-100 victory. Now let's talk about the legacy of Kobe's Olympic number 10. In the years since Kobe's Olympic appearances, the number 10 Team USA jersey has taken on special meaning. It's become a symbol of leadership and excellence in international play. For instance, in the 2016 Rio Olympics, Kyrie Irving wore number 10 for Team USA. Kyrie, who grew up idolizing Kobe, saw wearing this number as a way to honor his mentor. He even FaceTimed Kobe after winning the gold medal to share the moment. This moment shows how Kobe's influence extended beyond his own playing career, inspiring the next generation of basketball stars. In the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, held in 2021 due to the pandemic, Jason Tatum wore number 10. Tatum, another player heavily influenced by Kobe, chose this number as a tribute to Bryant's legacy. This passing of the number 10 jersey from Kobe to the next generation of stars shows the lasting impact of his Olympic legacy. It's become more than just a number. It's a symbol of the Mamba mentality on the international stage. But Kobe's influence in the Olympics went beyond just his number. His presence elevated the entire competition. Other nations' players, many of whom grew up watching and admiring Kobe, were thrilled to share the court with him. His participation helped grow the global popularity of basketball and inspired countless young players around the world. For example, Spanish basketball star Pau Gasol, Kobe's teammate on the Lakers, but his opponent in those epic USA versus Spain gold medal games, spoke about Kobe's impact. Now, I could go on and on about Kobe's Olympic career and the significance of his number 10 jersey. So the next time you see a player wearing number 10 for Team USA, remember this story. Remember Kobe Bryant, the kid who fell in love with soccer, the NBA legend who became an Olympic leader, and the icon who continues to inspire basketball players around the world. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into Kobe Bryant's Olympic number 10. I hope this story gave you a new appreciation for the meaning behind jersey numbers and the rich history of Olympic basketball. It's stories like these that remind us why we fell in love with this game in the first place. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with your basketball-loving friends, and slam that subscribe button for more fascinating NBA and basketball stories and NBA histories.